Hey everyone, Miacidae here, welcome back. Today we're going to be continuing on in Darkest Dungeon 2. I think we're going to the Sprawl. However, while I was doing some stuff, because I was planning on going and doing that episode right after some things happened. So yeah, I have to redo the stuff, but this time around I'm thinking just for brevity's sake, for me at least, and to get this over with, we're going to be doing this, the Sprawl, and the Mountain all in one episode. Get this leg of the thing over with because, like I said in the last episode, I am going for a Grand Slam. So with that being said, we'll get this little section over with, and then next episode we will be starting another act. I'm not sure which one yet. So let's do what we can really quick. All of our stagecoach items are still equipped, that's good. I have 3 mastery points that I think I spent on Adrenaline Rush, Indiscriminate Science, and Battlefield Medicine. For the Provisioner, I know I bought the Wild Tea. I'm pretty sure I bought the Gnarly Knuckles. Pretty sure I want the Pot and Still, but I'll wait on that one. We're gonna grab the Whiskey Barrel, the Dartboard, and then anything that can up our relationship chance, just because we have a lot of food already, and we can't really hold many more items. So I'm not going to buy the slime mold or anything like that. We really need some of this relationship stuff. We really need it not to go bad. So we're going to start with the Songbook of Ballads. Okay, that actually wasn't horrible. That was actually better than last time. Mrs. the Mark is something I'd like to get rid of. I think that's what I did get rid of, to be honest. So we're going to do that. It didn't get rid of a positive, that's great. Dartboard on these two. She had one that was still unfriendly, so we're gonna fix that. Restorative herb on Boudica so she can heal. Whiskey barrel, don't screw me. Oh wow. I love it. I love it. Alright, Reynold and Boudica, it looks like, need the most help. Then I'm gonna grab the Amorous Ballads because that's better than the Poetry, because I really don't need to de-stress. Boudica's got that handled, and then I'm going to grab Pot and Still just to switch that in for the speed. I think that'll do me better. The only better thing I might grab along the way at a hoarder or at the next inn is the food barrels. Wow. And actually, I don't have... Let's just do this. That way I have the extra speed. Then I'm going to throw the Gnarly Knuckles on Sarmenti because it's considered a weapon, and then the Armory Key gives him plus damage. I know for a fact that I threw the Dark Impulse and the Wounding Words on Reynold because he had over 100% bleed resistance then. Not that it matters ever too much in the Sprawl, but there are a few things that can bleed you. And then he has Wounding Words, lowering his max HP to not a horrible amount, but he does a lot more damage. And then he has Defiant, which I'm going to try to lock in if I can find a medical tent there. And I'm going to throw the Footman's Grog on over losing the Death Blow resistance, and we need to lose the Clotting Cure, which then we can do this. And do we have any open slots? We do not. Okay. I'm gonna save the food and such and the Knotted Tugroat and the Oddly Tuned Loot for the mountain. Just gonna double check that there's nothing else I need to do. Yeah, we seem to be good. Alright, let's go. All of that and one Amorous.
While the heart
she likes her bard. Barbaric Yop removes
never die.
Barbaric Yop removes Bleed, Blight, Burn, and Play Out would... Okay. I ain't complaining, but play out doesn't help at all. What does play out even do? I've never used it.
Cities of man.
Target back by 1 and gets a block.
Flame.
Or a guard token. Alright, so where's my lair? Oblivion's Ingress would be there. That's good. Order way up there. And then Chirurgeon's table and a lair fight. Alright, let's head up the right. What's the goal here? Yeah, I'm not getting that. So I guess let's stock up on candles for the next acts. Not that I care too much for them, because I won't be using them too many times, except for probably on the last act, but make sure I get things that will help. Fight, fight, fight. Oh, Fanaticator. Oh, that gives me a Vuln. Is that for the entire party? But it does give me a strength, so I'll take it. Alright, well, if I can get a double blight onto the pit fighter, that alone is worth it. Boudica can yop, getting the weak on them. Now he's gonna take 8 on each of his turns. I'm probably not going to burn them, so let's smite, getting the whipper. He really did a turn 1 accelerant. Okay. Alright, so our Menti goes back. I can't hit the whipper, so we'll go at the pit fighter. Still hit with a 50%, I love it. Sarmenti can hit the whipper, but if I hit the whipper now, it doesn't do anything to me. Pit fighter, death door. Does nothing to Boudica. Does nothing to Reynald. Rakish Revelry, get stressed down. And I mean, armor break and bleed no matter what, he goes down. It's just who gets the kill. Mine for the taking. Sacred Scribblings.
Well-worn relics.
Those have uses. Those have uses. I have proven those have uses.
The loathing of
And they're better than the Buttressing Band, in my opinion. Are they better? Is the Buttressing Band better than the Footman's Grog? Because how often am I going to have weak on turn start? And how often am I going to have vulnerable on turn start? Like, rather than like the hero's turn start. Yeah, I'll take that over the 10% crit.
the avatars of oblivion. Clergy of the spreading stain.
Alright. I mean, once again, this proves to be the thing to do. We will yop the ones in the front row, because they could hurt and I want the taunt.
Stumbling and...
Oh, he got a stun. I'm actually gonna go for the Pillager, I think. Because he is gonna be the hardest one to get down. Everyone else can at least hit row 2. Sarmenti has more trouble doing more damage to that row efficiently. 8, 8. So both of them drop. Sarmenti. Oh, Para can. Do you drop. and everything at the crack shot. Don't need to do the pouch of lie because he's not stressed out.
A trivial,
Utterly obliterate. And both of them drop.
a steady subtraction, an invariable result. Abandoned or forgotten.
Alright, take what we can. If I have to drop something, I'll drop that trinket. And off to the ingress. Should I change out any items? No. Alright, let's do this. If I use candles to get party crit, I mean, I could utterly obliterate them and free up some room and get party stuff. Sure. I don't really want to hold any punches here, so why not? The one thing here is, yeah, the dodges, and that gets rid of my crit. I wish the crit wouldn't go away if I had 2 dodges. But we can still do this. Yup.
Excellent.
Get them weak for if they crit again. Get the burn on both of them. Get the the guard off of one. And if Para would have hit, the cherubs definitely would be down, but that's fine. Let's go for the one that doesn't have the block and obliterate it. So 4 and 4. Well, one's going down.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
Don't need to de-stress, so we'll Wicked Hack. Let's do you.
Steady yourself.
Sarmenti can make sure the other cherub goes down. Then do something about the other evangelist.
Malaise. Measured and steady.
This one is burning, so Reynold will have execution on it. And quite honestly, he has execution for both, but we'll take the one that'll get the turn after him. Not the one that already had a turn.
A righteous action.
We can do 1 damage. It goes on its next. Or, you know, Sarmenti can just take it out. Now, survey says, do we get anything useful? Dark Impulse again, and
Before you.
I am very tempted to use Misstep. For 17% health, I can do 25% more damage. And because of where we are, I feel that this is more useful. And I just have to double check. Oh no, Misstep is different. Misstep is health rather than damage. So, realistically, I could get Boudica a lot of health here for the price of apply to attacker when hit and turn start stuff. I feel like that would be a good choice because then she also has all the bleed resistance if something were to happen. And I don't use her for damage anyway. Now she has 90 health. And she gets enough taunts anyway. It's a very low chance for anything to come off of Clenching Claws. This has been a very good run for getting things that are very, very useful. So somewhere along the lines, this slam is gonna screw me very, very hard.
Your coach is
I can only laugh at, like,
carry no more.
yes, this run has been very, very good to me. Very, very good to me. And somewhere along the lines, it's just waiting to go, yes, yes, feel comfortable and make a mistake, or just feel comfortable so we can tear it down. Oh, jeez. Okay, like I said, the minor gilded can go. I don't need these. Medicine chest can go. Hastening history could honestly be very good, but that would mean I would need to get rid of the Footman's Grog, because I'm not getting rid of Sacred Scribblings for it. And then it would just be giving haste to my fastest person? That makes no sense. And Blistering Bugle can go. I'm going to switch out these for bandages, because combat items, yeah. I want to save the triage kit for the boss. I'm going to the watchtower because I want to go up the right.
Only the route you take to get there.
So that leads me to the Hoarder. And we'll see from there. Because there's a few things that could be there that are significantly better. Oh, for... Alright. What's our... We're at 86. We don't need Glimmers of Hope. Especially with what I'm looking at hitting. We don't need Glimmers of Hope. Oh, unholy hell. If I get rid of the 3 war medals, I still have 70 baubles, so I could realistically buy anything I wanted. Like one of anything I wanted, and the 3 baubles are not gonna help me buy one more thing.
Let us hope the madman's scrounging has borne fruit.
However, that being said,
Centuries of
grumble, wrong buttons. They do add up. I'm getting all of the max health. All of the max health. Hera has 39 max health. I guess we're tossing Clenching Claws. I'm a pack rat, right? Like, I wanted to hang on to him.
Struggles to decide what is real. Holding.
Alright. What do we got? You have the one item that I would throw away runs for, sir. Why do you have this? On when I'm finally, like, going, hey, this is one of the last things I'm doing before going for a Grand Slam. Why must you taunt me? Why must you taunt me? Okay, so if we're being realistic, I have to get rid of something so I can buy the food barrels so that everything can stack and I can be sane at the next inn. Did I really spend all my candles to do that trick? Huh. What I could do is, once again, realistically, I have 42 food, so I can get rid of one thing of food. It would put me at that. Then I bought something that was expensive enough, like the Soothing Poultice. They can't burn them. Like the chocolates, I would go down to that. Then I could buy the Holy Waters so that boss isn't as bad. Then I could... Yeah, now we're clicking. Apples and cheese go away. Then I have 28. So now I can buy the chocolates, and I have 28. Why did I do that? That didn't move things around like I thought it would. We're gonna toss that. like I thought I should have. And now I have 27. Okay. Then I'm going to buy the food barrels.
A sound investment in roads
Which leaves me...
traveled.
Realistically, I don't think I need any other relic things. So the only bauble type thing I would get that would be better is from someone I'm not sure is going to spawn. So I almost feel okay dumping these. Because I partially want the holy water, but we'll let them be.
Whispers.
Move on to the assistance encounter. Of course, the whiskey. I can't use it. Okay. Yeah. Dump that. Where are my 5 others? We'll dump that just in case.
Desperate and wanting.
Earnest few.
Rebuff their earnest pleas.
Food and supplies minus flame. Food plus flame. We'll do that. Really? They don't like Boudica doing that. Suppose I'll take the supplies and the food then. Oh, geez. Well, I deserve it. Where's my supplies? I only got food. This is why I want the food barrels. Alright, so I'm just gonna have to dump some of the food at this point. So I want to use the stew. I will dump the knotted tug rope and the pipe weed too. 'Cause that's max health otherwise. Chirurgeon table. We'll have fun here. Fun, I say. Fun, I say. This might also use some supplies.
Empowered.
Alright, yeah, screw it. And then take them out.
A slow dissection.
Boudica puts on the weak.
End.
Reynold goes chop. Really a 16 between everything. Hera gets rid of them, because 8 will take out the urchin. And then protect the child, who has a music box. I suppose I can see that line being drawn. It's a very odd line. But you do you, sir. You do you.
Well done.
Poison the big guy. 1 down, 2 down. Boudica even do damage at this point? No, so toe to toe. I'm fine with that. She's just a carcass. Taking all the hits. Slice off, have some fun. Hit the big lug. And down it goes. So much for being hardy, huh?
Greater threats await those who dare.
I'll take the relics. I'll take the relics. Please. I hate inventory management. I hate it with all my being. Why must you taunt me so? Oof. Oh, there we go. So I can toss another one of these and keep the relics. Okay. So I'm at 40. So that's 10 extra health. And I really want to equip some of this stuff. I honestly should toss the whiskey, but that's fine. Leeches? Yes, leeches. Okay. Oh, we got a ghoul. Ghoul needs to go away. Ghoul needs to go away. Priority 1. Weak them both. Hit the ghoul. Hit the ghoul.
Incremental.
I think it just gets a block on any move it does. I don't like that. And they're hardy, or sturdy. 25% max health. Yay! Just what we need. It's taken 12 around. It's gonna be hurting. That's a stun. After he already was dazed. Sarmenti ain't doing so well. Alright, let's see here. First, we're gonna just pop that.
Empowered.
Then get her stress down. She'll go back up to 5, I think. Pop this on him. I believe he goes down. And then a patient down.
The work continues.
I guess he has death armor. Skull toss? Really? Well, at least the blight takes out the ghoul, so only one patient left. Inspiring cry, get the stress down, ghoul goes down, patient. I know it's a bit of a waste, but it gets our taunts back. Slice off. And down you go. Alright, let's see here. Blight you. Fortunate that, you know, the Chirurgeon has his stuff that makes it go away. Turn end, remove all blight. And he'll regain 2 if, or he'll put on a regen if he has it. I hate that. I hate it so much.
Lethality writ large.
How long does that last? For 3 turns. At least we can outdo it.
The smallest variable can make all the difference.
We'll get the Widow, or at least try. Dodge plus gone. Toe to toe. He is just ripping her a new one.
Steady yourself.
Menti's stun, so I really would like to get rid of the Widow for that stun. Yop for this weak on them. I was about to say strength. Alright. Twice F.
Straightforward.
Burn them all. Hit the Chirurgeon. Adrenaline rush. Fade to black. Maybe we get a blind. No. We will blight the patient. So Sermenti doesn't bleed. Yop. And keep at the Chirurgeon. I'm gonna try to make it so that he doesn't regain so much. Yeah, we'll get her stress down, no meltdowns here. Keep going at you. We can bandage Reynold, so light the patient.
This wound, at least.
Revelry for stress. She still had that taunt going on her.
An interminable conflict.
Gonna encore Reynold. So we can get a very heavy hit. Oh, thanks for getting rid of that. Light you again. 2 turns the patient goes down. 1 turn the patient goes down. Yopping. Love that heal. Inspiring Tune for stress. Smite, you're not healing. Light you. You go down. Toe to toe. We'll probably go up Boudica again and then get rid of the taunts and immobilize. Razor Wit. Just so he doesn't heal. Bonk. I don't think Boudica can finish this, so Revelry for stress. And then whoever goes, goes. Honestly, let's do Reynold so we can get the de-stress.
We are the flame.
I've never quite taken him out like that. It's always been while he has the regen on him. It's all from the stupid appalling apron. Which I'm not going to take. Leeches, however, I might need. I don't know. Did anyone get a disease out of that? No. Right, we're tossing all of it. Balmic Retort. Falling Apron. Then, to also help with things, there we go. Ha ha ha. Alright, to the lair.
I trust you have calculated your odds carefully. This
where I'm also going to run into massive space issues. I understand this. I accept this. Yay! And I got whiskey.
The library burned.
Oh, they're impervious. Good thing I don't
The
stun.
remains of philosophy, reason, and insight.
Actually, not many teams have actual stun on them unless you like combo the ever-living heck out of them. Like if I did combo Sarmenti, I could stun with Yop. I understand that, but it's not something I often do. And when I do it, the things that are often on that list are immune to it. Kinda weird. Alright, you've got 4 of 8. We'll try for the dodge.
Steady yourself.
Alright, there we go. One more down. By toe to toe. They all go at you. Reynolds will... Nah. We'll just death blow this one because wasn't sure the burn was gonna do it. Then sure, we'll try this. Not that, you know, she's actually gonna go in time, but it was worth a shot, right?
Haste and carelessness. Hallmarks of the unprepared.
Right, advancing. Not that we need it. Ooh, sacrificial. This is actually a really good reason to do encore like grenade because sacrificial sucks if it gets into front row. And now I don't need to worry about it. Or the shaman. And just to get rid of the... No, we'll do this. And yop them. Alrighty. Blight you. Oh, you're really gonna be a pest, huh? You'll see how I deal with pests. They're hastened this time around. Well, let's get the toe-to-toe for the riposte gone. I can then just destroy the flare, or I can destroy the whipper, to be honest. Sarmenti, get rid of stress. Sarmenti gets rid of whipper. You tried. Gonna blight you. Get rid of stress just in case for the boss. And I mean, yup. Fade to black. Bit higher crit than we needed. Okay, well, Empty Stein for the Hellion. Don't really need it. Laden Lantern, don't really need it. Charred Litany. Absolutely hilarious with some of the stuff we have going on with Hera. Did they change decimal system? If first in turn order, plus 5% damage. I remember decimal system being different, and I thought decimal system was absolute trash. That could be alright. I mean, it's not much damage, but that Sarmenti would almost always be going first, no matter what, so that would make Sarmenti a beast. especially since I don't need my other trophy. It would also stress the ever-living heck out of Boudica, but whatever. Alright, let's double blight.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
I want the taunts on her, so toe-to-toe. Actually have a very odd idea here. So Reynald needs to move back. Ooh, that's stressing her out. Plague grenade again. Okay, there we go. Revelry for stress. I know it's not much, but it's something on her. We can Holy Lance after doing that to her so she doesn't burn. Resist, so de-stress. Oh, screw you, sir. For now, Sarmenti can do Slice Off for now, while I get a few other things in place. At least getting rid of a dodge, if nothing else. We got a bleed, we got the Vuln. Plague Grenade. Dodge down. Slice Off. Powders. Inspiring Cry. Because she's just going to move forward. So, toe-to-toe. Lock her in place. And quite honestly, Para, rip him apart, please. It's 8 a turn. I believe that's going to rip through all of his death armors. Move back so we can do a Holy Lance again.
Hold fast.
That just got rid of all of her stress. I crit you. Shouldn't that stress you out? No, she likes it. And do us a favor.
In this weighty...
Oh, that was great. So, there are a few things in here I would like. I do unfortunately have to do the take all. Para. Doing Charred Litany. Gonna look at some stuff here again. Yeah, we're getting rid of the rest of this. So, for those of you who haven't watched a few of my episodes before where I have done this, because it's pretty common where I do this when I get the chance, and this goes really well with a trophy I didn't get as well. What I really like doing on Para, and the main reason I always take Magnesium Rain, and one of the reasons I almost always go through the Sprawl, is because if you get Sacred Scribblings, Magnesium Rain now lasts for 5 turns. So that doesn't seem like much, dealing 2 damage for 5 turns. You do it once, you kind of forget about it, it does 10 damage, right? Well, now if you do Charred Litany, that's 5 damage a turn, 6 if you upgrade it for 3 turns. If you math that out, that's 6 damage over 3 turns, that's 18 damage on every single target there is on the map. And on this mountain boss in particular, 18 damage a round on 4 different targets is a lot. And then if you, I haven't seen the trophy for the Sprawl since I started playing Darkest Dungeon 2 again, but there's another one that's like on crit deal even more burning damage or something like that, that gets absolutely ridiculous. So that's why I really like taking them, but that's just me. Okay, I think I'm just gonna toss the whiskey flasks, and we're going to toss the holy beads. Actually, the holy beads might be good. Almanac goes, that's 29. What else do I have? Yeah, the holy beads. All right, now we got room. That was nice and simple, right? I think I got some relics I could actually toss to if I need be. So we'll see after the rampart. Alright. So, just to give you a taste of what that kind of does, because now this does 5 damage rather than the Plague Grenade's 4, and they all have actually lower burn resistance than they do Blight.
A slow dissection.
5 for 3 on everyone rather than the back 2. I know I go for it like every time I get the chance, but for the newer viewers who haven't seen it since, you know, I've picked Darkest Dungeon 2 back up, this combo I really like, if you can't tell. And then he's burning for Reynold. You can't ask for more. Well, I suppose we'll do this so that we can Holy Lance if need be. We can't hit anything, but I guess we can Plague Grenade. That'll really make the altar go down. He's gonna hit, which, oh no, 2 damage to Boudica and she resisted the stress. Not that we need it, but funsies. And slice off for stress. Nope.
Messy, but effective.
Burn them for more. Get rid of corpses. I don't think the stealth is going to help you now, buddy. So fade to black. Get rid of the block. You're blinded. I'm going to execution you, I suppose. I wasn't expecting that to go off.
An inkling of
Another mastery. Silent treatment is
relics.
not something I will be using. Stirring snuff will not be used. Relics. Come on, give me the relics. Really? Silent treatment goes away. Stirring snuff goes away. Charred books go away, and now I have room. Yay! I dislike inventory management sometimes. I understand it adds another level of difficulty to this, but I dislike it sometimes. Alright, like I said, I am going to go for the mountain in this one just because it should be really quick and easy. Foreign Rotator on Sarmenti is not great. Amateur Weaponsmith is not bad on Para, and then, okay. There are a few things I would really like to lock in on some people. Reacher on Boudica there. Defiant for sure. Both of those I just want to get rid of. The Jinx I want to keep. Alright, but we gotta use some stuff, obviously. We are using the Oddly Tuned Loot, but before we do that, we're going to use some other stuff. So, let's see here. We're going to go to the Wainwright. We're going to pop on the decimal system over the safety of slumber so we don't have the minus speed. I also don't think we're going to be like bled or blighted or anything if I remember correctly. And I'm going to toss on the food barrel so we have more room.
Challenge on its own terms.
We have 3. So obviously Magnesium Rain gets a bonus because that's an extra damage on everything. Otherwise, I think I want to get Radiance because if target burning plus 30% damage, and that's going to be a huge thing to use on a Reynald. If I can't use any melee attack, and then also when that's on cooldown, I think I want to get Zealous Accusation so he can use a ranged attack. Actually, wait. And then I can get rid of Holy Lance. Yeah. Alright, then provisions. Let's see here.
Of a time before the
Anything super useful. Meditative Totem to get rid of quirks. So that was Fussy Eater, Rotator Cuff. Yeah. So we'll do that. Fussy Eater's at least gone. Then we have relationships. Max, very friendly, neutral. So we'll get Para and Boudica up. I think what I'd like to do first... Okay, first Book of Creative Insults. Let's go to our in items so I can see these better. Did I get rid of... No, they just stacked, okay. Invigorating Stew. And then I was gonna do... Oh, that's for the entire party. Okay, yeah, Invigorating Stew. Then up to 3. So they got plus 4. And let's see what these whiskeys do. Oof. Maybe I should stop with them. I say as I ruin more relationships. Okay, poetry, then we got whiskey flasks. I'm gonna grab the boxing gloves. And then I have enough money for holy water. So boxing gloves with these 2. Okay, so... Get you 2 up to 17, because I think that's very friendly. Right? Yes. And then I can get Para and you. Alright. Now you 2 are good. And then I'm gonna waste the pyrotechnics before I use the holy waters, and that should be good. So we're gonna go to the mountain. Just looking at my items again, let's use the oddly tuned loot. And we are good to go, I think. Alright, to the mountain. Only 3, really. Probably would have gotten more if I hadn't used the grog, but nonetheless.
Desire will never die. Aspiration.
Alright, Bleed Out removes Bleed, Blight, Burn. Encore heals Boudica. Slice Off de-stresses Reynald. Brackish Revelry de-stresses Para. Ounce of Prevention. Alright, we can work with that. We can work with that. Let's get this done. I think there's only 1 Rampart in Act 1.
At last, the great ziggurat. Temple of failure and regret.
Alright, let's see what we got. Fight, fight, fight. Doesn't matter. Alright. Breacher. I love when that procs. Alright, let's get the altar and the... Is it a herald? It's a herald down. Probably should have used Magnesium Rain first there. Ooh, 2 resists. 3 resists. They only have 20% resistance. That's something. And And then we'll put Yop on him, trying to get those weaks. That is something. They don't have much for resistance, and they resisted a lot there. Alright. Altar goes. We're good, we're good. Like grenade, they go down. Dazzler. No. Radiance. Revelry for stress.
Hold fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
8 and 6, so inspiring tune for stress. Slice off, just so no wonkiness occurs. And kabam! Oh, immobilize. I gotta pass. Shoot. Yup. Alright. Slice off for the Vuln. Vuln didn't happen, bleed still did. Burn him. How's that feel, buddy? Then, can we do damage? We cannot. We can still get a taunt, though.
Done.
Slice off at death's door. Arm break, and then
Strength dwindles.
death blow. Alright. Let's go to the mountain. And see how this goes.
The Colliginous Cathedral, malign temple of the Iron Crown. The mind must
Okay.
read of its self.
Does it say denial of arms? So this should be melee. So we're going to encore. Fire in our hearts will break their bones. How about we just set them on fire? Got all but one. Plague grenade. Now they're blighted. Back row is really gonna hurt. Now we're going to yop them. So now those two do less damage. Or at least that one. Now the fun part about that is that's 30 of their 55 health. Radiance for the damage. So now one will go down a lot faster. Okay. Boudica is stunned. We can actually get rid of that. Sarmenti is stunned. We're not going to be able to get rid of that in time.
Empowered, emboldened.
However, oh, we can't indiscriminate it. Never mind.
A breakthrough.
We can blight. Then we can smack this guy. Even though our damage was half, we still did 11. That's insane. Alright, Sarmenti should go, right? Oh, they're gonna denial of reach. Okay. We can still do this, which should prevent a meltdown. Oh, that's amazing. Moving just to... Oh, screw it, she can pass. Resist the stress too. Alright, Smite the Burning. 21 damage. Youch. Alright, those two go on their next turn. Actually 4 and 9. But at least the back row goes on its next turn. Still gonna toe-to-toe. No healing. Sarmenti is stunned. Get rid of regret. So now it can't make us not do melee.
Is a lesson learned.
We burn them again. Now denial of reach is gone. Stress is gone. Now that's just the heal. Oh, it can blight us. I 100% forgot about that. That's why we have medicinal herbs. Now we'll blind it. Now we'll blight it. Hopeful.
In crisis, we can
All the buffs.
only upon each other.
And smack it for 32 crit. Absolutely insane.
The world's mind is free to remove
Act 1 down.
before the cancerous corruption.
That's partially why I didn't want to make it into a separate episode. I knew that was going to be torn apart. Alright. Candles. Region's complete.
For a time.
Oh, that's because I had the torch on. Right. Like, why did I get minus candles? Right. Minus like 15 or 25%. Anywho.
The greatest horror, it would seem, is not.
So I'm not going to use the Altar of Hope again. I don't think it's going to be useful other than the fact of these. So, we have stress, we have crit, we have... Okay, we have a few really good ones here. To start us off, this is going to be a huge launching board. Para obviously gets favorite toy, extra blight, and you saw the trick I did there to make her Magnesium Rain absolutely bonkers, so it doing 7 damage instead of 6 around would be awesome.
A memory of
Otherwise,
and dull a moment of pain.
the fact that I was destroying back rows with Plague Grenade, awesome. Reynold, 3% crit would be good. Sarmenti, 3% crit would be good. However, that being said, I'm actually fairly tempted to put a hot bath on Boudica. That way she just resists all the stress and has a higher chance of resisting stress and then healing her own stress. She just becomes a factory of like doing everything for herself, and then the others can compensate for it. So let's do a hot bath on her,
Ask for a moment in the
leaving these ones.
days.
So the ones I'm really looking at now are a Mother's Comfort and a Lesson Learned, because I don't like dealing in the chances as much. Sarmenti's squishier than Reynold, and can I look at their resistances at any point in this screen? I wish I could. That would help me make decisions a lot better. Oh, yeah, I can. So base, he has a 40% bleed. And Sarmenti on Virtuoso has a 0%. So upping a 0 is not going to do much, but upping a 40% would do a lot. Like, it'd bring him above a 50-50. In addition to that, Sarmenti already has a higher crit rate on a lot of his skills. Reynold here, at best, has a 10%, I think, where I believe... Oh no, Holy Lance can get a 15, but I'm not using Holy Lance all too often. There's very few situations I'm going to use Holy Lance, Act 2 being one of them, possibly Act 5. Otherwise, 15%, 15%. Not that I'm using these moves very often, but I use them more than I do Holy Lance. Slice Off is used fairly often. There's more ways to up Sarmenti's crit rate. So I think what I'm going to do is up Sarmenti's crit rate, because crit stacks with itself better if I remember right.
When all
Which leaves Reynold with a Mother's Comfort. I think those go with each other better. So I think that's a really good set of memories for Act 1. I can't believe Favorite Toy landed there again, unless that's like a 100% you get if Para's there. I would love Favorite Toy on Sarmenti too, just because extra bleeding and such, but we'll get there when we get there. Next time, I'm not sure which act I'm gonna go into. I'm assuming I'm probably going into Act 3 or 4, just because those are the ones I'm assuming are gonna be harder. And I just like to get the harder ones out of the way. We'll go from there. So as always, I wish you all well. I will see you next time, and please have a good one.